The initial confrontation. This audio narrates an extremely high-pressure, ethically charged event unfolding in a hospital, centered on an organ transplant surgeon, Dr. Buck Tenney, and a donor who may not have been fully deceased. Broken Heart. The initial confrontation. The scene opens in the tense atmosphere of an emergency or operating room. Dr. Buck Tenney is focused on a potential organ donor, Mr. Jasper, while coordinating the complex transplant process. He notes a brainstem reflex, indicating the donor's state is not settled. Despite this uncertainty, the focus is on harvesting the available organs: heart, lungs, liver, 2 kidneys, a cornea. It's all in play here. The priority is to move quickly, as a colleague confirms Mr. Jasper was pronounced dead just 4 minutes prior. The crisis escalates immediately as Dr. Tenney is confronted by Mrs. Jasper, the donor's grieving mother. In a moment of professional detachment, Dr. Tenney attempts to console her by highlighting the successful transplants that 6 people will receive thanks to her son's sacrifice: a school teacher, a pediatrician, and a student. Mrs. Jasper, however, sees only the brutal reality of her son's death, a gang member who got shot in the head, and the system's cold efficiency. Her intense grief turns to fury as she rejects the doctor's rationalization, telling him, "You can go straight to hell, doctor." The protocol BR. The scene transitions to a disciplinary review, where Dr. Tenney is addressed by a hospital administrator, Mr. Holdbrook. The administrator initially acknowledges Dr. Tenney's success in the preservation of life, but quickly pivots to his miscon. Dr. Tenney is first compelled to apologize publicly for his shocking insensitivity to Mrs. Jasper. However, the true focus of the review is revealed to be a far more serious breach of protocol: the mobilization of multiple transplant teams and patients when the donor, Mr. Jasper, wasn't said. Dr. Tenney confirms he personally examined Mr. Jasper and determined incorrectly that he was brain dead. He attempted to comply with protocol by having a neuro-resident, Dr. Robledo, perform a follow-up examination. Dr. Robledo then delivers the shocking finding: the patient initially appeared deceased, but upon closer examination, he responded to voice comm. And the surgeon's defense. The hospital administrator presses Dr. Tenney, using words like predator and vulture to describe his aggressive pursuit of organs without confirming the donor's death. The implication is that Dr. Tenney's desire to maintain a high success rate blinded him to the ethical rules. Dr. Tenney defends his actions by citing the overwhelming need and the high-stakes reality of his profession. He emphasizes that he has run a service that made the hospital a highest-volume center in the country, and that the risk of organ rejection escalates for every 10 minutes lost before transplantation. He argues that his intense coordination and drive, the very behavior labeled predatory, is what saved 6 lives. He concludes by firmly refusing the label of predator, asserting that the 6 successful transplants are a direct result of his dedicated efforts.